Do you know how many books written on Warren Buffett, the world's most acknowledged or most followed investor? I was just curious, and while I was reading a book, The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel, I got that word from that book. Over 2,000 books written on Warren Buffett itself. And so I was just curious, and I even randomly checked YouTube, Google, and this was an endless number of books, and it shows on, the page goes on and goes on and goes on. Investing wisdom, Warren Buffett investing wisdom, the intelligent investor, book of investing wisdom, different books on, and and also the Yogi on Dalal Street. That's also a book on Warren Buffett. So the point is that 2,000 books on the strategy of investing by Warren Buffett. And at the same time, I checked how many copies of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, which even I read, I think almost 10 years back, sold. And I was literally surprised by 32 million copies were sold on this book. And my question is, how many people out of these 32 million readers have really become rich? How many people have really adopted the strategy of Warren Buffett and has become billionaires? Certainly, I'm sure there are some people who did it and who could achieve it. But the same time, I got another interesting book which I literally follow, or which I love, is Atomic Habits by James Clear. And this book has enormously helped me to set up my new habit, or breaking my old pattern of existence and building a new habit. And even this book has been purchased by or sold over 5 million copies and 5 million readers. And I'm not sure how many people might have watched his videos or the audiobook of Atomic Habits, maybe another million more. But the question is, how many people might have changed completely over? So here my point is very simple. We have become a group of people who love to consume. We consume 80% of our time, knowledge, information, podcasts, books, YouTube videos, courses, and masterminds, Facebook Lives, and Clubhouse, and many platforms. We are taking information chunks from the outside world into our brain. And we love the process of consuming, and we fail to implement it. So only 20% of the people rarely implement what they learn, and 80% of the people go on consuming and consuming and consuming and consuming. All we do is just satisfying our dopamine race in our brain, and we are in a constant pursuit of finding something exciting that will really change in our life, change our life. That is the reason you can check the YouTube videos headlines like, if you listen to this, it will change your life 100%. That is a clickbait caption in YouTube. And we can see over 1 million people have watched that kind of videos, that particular video. And there are 1 million videos with the same type of headlines on YouTube. Watch it and your life will transform. There is another 3 to 5 million people watched that video. And this one techniques will transform your life. And we can see 1 million people watching that video. So the point is that we are in a constant pursuit of finding something exciting, finding a latest method, finding a latest guru, finding a latest course, finding a latest techniques. That is to change our life. But the truth lies here. You don't need one more guru. You don't need one more course. You don't need one more YouTube video. You don't need one more celebrity endorsed book to transform your life. The process is so simple that you implement 80% of what you consume and let your consumption be 20%. You don't need to read 200 books. Instead, you just read one book. For example, I read Atomic Habits and I, word by word, literally implemented that pattern of suggested methodology into my life. And that has rewarded me tenfold. To read that book, to implement the strategy step by step, to correct, to get the feedback, to iterate, to correct, again failing and implementing, cutting my day-to-day process or my day-to-day life, and organizing myself, analyzing myself, how I spend my time. And it all took me a long 6 months of time. After 6 months of trial and error, I become a master of my own habits. That made me to earn over 300K in 6 months. And this is what I want you to do today. Simple. Implement 80% and consume 20%. So it is being said that, average minds consumes, great minds produce. So now it is your talent to produce. It's your talent to implement. It's your talent to become the best version of yourself from the things that you already know. Who doesn't know to become a better version, what to do? Almost all person know it. All you need to have is just discipline and the commitment to implement what you know, not another piece of great advice. With that note, with a daily toss of wisdom, here ends my talk. And see you tomorrow with another video. Till then, go and do something, implement something, consume less, implement more. Thank you.